You're terribly early, dear.
Oh, sorry, I thought you might need a hand.
That's kind.
What?
Thank you. Do go through.
Oh, doesn't it look lovely?
Thank you. I hope I can match the standard Patrick set last month.
No, wasn't it fabulous? When you next come to me, I'm going to serve mojitos in a hot tub.
I couldn't possibly compete with that.
This is it, Gwen. Not everyone has my flair for innovation. So, what do you think?
Just right for you.
Thank you.
Did you print the cards?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Perfect. That'll be the fishmonger. Go through.
What have you got there? The Elite Dining Club. Looks sophisticated.
Doesn't it? I subscribed a while ago. I wonder how it compares to one of my own soirees.
Not my kind of thing.
No?
I'd rather stay in with a good book.
Oh, you can't beat fine cuisine, good company and scintillating conversation.
Each to their own, Heston.
Between you and me, there have been a few blank pages in my social diary recently.
Really?
So when an opportunity presents itself, carpe diem, Elaine. Carpe diem.
Well, have a great evening.
I thought you were coming home early.
This is early.
Isabel's been playing up again. She didn't want to take her nap, and I can't relax with your uncle in the house.
All right, well, I'm here now, okay?
Do not have a go at Joe. Okay, he's come a long way to help us.
Yeah, and how exactly is he helping?
By offering us his support. There you are.
I think I'll give you and Lisa some space this evening.
Oh, you've no need to, honestly. Yeah, what she said.
No, it doesn't matter.
I'm really sorry, she didn't mean it. It's just the way she is at the moment.
No, it's forgotten.
You're welcome to stay as long as you want.
I've stuff to do, anyway. People to catch up with.
Where have you been? Oh, good to see you too, Mother. Don't push it. Dad's been working all hours. Emmy's hiding at her maid, so I've been stuck with Ag the Hag.
All right, I'm here now, aren't I?
Why haven't you answered your phone?
I'm a busy man. Auntie Agatha.
Jackie. Don't mind me.
You look great, Auntie. Not a day over 45.
Jack, you're a good boy.
Right, I'm off to the supermarket.
How long you stopping?
I'm all yours for the evening.
Yes, no, of course I'm sure. No. The room's always made up anyway. Yeah, well, make sure you get there in time for dinner. No problem. Look forward to seeing you later, Joe. Bye.
What? Romantic meal for two, eh? Don't be daft. Have a wonderful evening.
Patrick! How beautiful, thank you.
I remember they were your favourites.
Hi, Patrick.
Hello there.
And the rose like a nymph to the Bath address.
Which unveiled the depth of her glowing breast.
What was that?
Shelley, a true romantic.
Oh, doorbell, Gwen.
Dr. Carter, I presume.
Heston. And you must be Mrs. Rice.
I am she. Do come in. And it's Gwen.
Pleasure to meet you, Gwen.
Thank you. How delightful. Welcome to our little club, Heston. Now, if you'd like to take an aperitif with the others.
After you.
was a fantastic poet.
Thank you.
Man of dubious morals. Rogue left his first wife to run away with a younger woman.
Sounds like my ex. Men are all the same.
Surely not.
May I introduce Dr. Heston Carter? Heston, this is His Honour, Judge Cole.
Good evening. There's no need for the formality. It's just Patrick.
Hello.
And Ms. Merrill Whittle, my neighbour.
Charmed.
Delighted.
You'll have passed Merrill's house on the way here. It's the white one with the gold lions.
Yes. We had to have them imported in especially. It cost a fortune. But you can't put a price on art, can you? Some of these old houses, they're, well, a bit drab on the outside, you know.
What can I offer you, Heston? I have just opened a superb white Chateauneuf-du-Pape.
Marvellous.
It would seem we share the burden of the nation's welfare, Heston.
It is a weighty responsibility.
Ministering to the body and mind, well, it's vital.
Indeed. But you are one of our moral guardians.
I like that. Thank you. Very kind of you to say so.
Nuts.
I know, thank you.
You know, I'm allergic.
Now that really is good.
Heston, I hear on the grapevine that you used to be a surgeon.
Wow.
You are a talented chap.
Did you ever do heart transplants?
No, a general surgeon. Abdominal problems, gallbladders, hernia repair.
Oh.
Doesn't sound quite so exciting, does it?
Nonsense. Something we know so little about. Perhaps you'd like to tell us all about your career at the table.
Are you sure?
Yes. Splendid idea, Gwen. I'm sure it's fascinating.
It would be a pleasure. Lead the way, dear lady.
It's only a haircut.
It's not a haircut. You've been scalped.
There you are.
You're the only one in this house can make a decent cup of tea. Oh, do you know, I'd be better off sitting on a bed of nails.
Well, try this.
No, it's me varicose veins playing me up. Pass me that poof. Oh, that's better. You're a godsend. I was ever so worried when I heard about that shooting business. Something like that can leave its mark on a person.
We're all fine, auntie.
Are you sure?
Of course.
And what about that mugging?
That was weeks ago.
I know. But how you coping?
Fine.
Jack?
Fine. Like I said.
The body's power of recovery never ceases to amaze me.
It must be very rewarding.
Even the most minor procedure can make a huge difference to one's quality of life.
Do you know any cosmetic surgeons?
A few?
Are you planning some work, dear?
No. I think it's something for the more mature lady. Not that I wouldn't rule it out for the future. No, it's something I might think about when I hit 40.
Have you forgotten your last birthday party? Huge garish banner across the front of the house with a 4 and a 0 on it.
That was a friend's idea of a joke. I'm 35.
And you don't look a day older.
This looks mouth-watering.
Doesn't it?
Beryl, I think you're in my seat.
No, look. I think you must be having a senior moment.
Yes, well, my mistake. Well, bon appetit, everyone.
Let me show you.
Yes, thank you.
I suppose it must be difficult the first time.
You seem really settled in Boston.
I am. The resources at my clinic were made green with envy. It's amazing compared to here.
I should think so. It's a private practice.
Which not everyone can afford.
Missing the NHS.
What it does for people. For everyone, yes.
Once I was diagnosed, I could not have had better treatment anywhere.
How do you feel about all that now?
Lucky. Very lucky. I dread to think what state I would have been in if it had gone on any longer.
Must have been very frightening.
Yeah, it was. It's just horrible being out of control like that, you know? was so confused about who people were. Jimmy came round and I thought it was you.
Well, I think we can safely say it's the real me this time.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
You mean you've both been to the Maggio Musicale Fiorentino?
Extraordinary coincidence.
What are we talking about?
One of the oldest opera festivals in Europe.
My late husband Thomas and I went several times. Divine.
Bat out of hell does it for me.
It's hardly comparable, is it?
Better than all that screeching and wailing that people only pretend to understand.
Well, I'm sure you could develop an appreciative ear, Meryl.
Well, opera isn't for everyone.
No, she should learn to be more open-minded. Shouldn't she, Patrick?
The world would be a very boring place if we all like the same things. Don't you agree, ladies?
Of course.
Oh, sorry. Will you excuse me? I have to make rather an urgent call.
Are there any other members of the club?
Just the four of us at the moment.
Apart from Arthur. He didn't last very long, did he, Gwen?
Why, what happened to him? You couldn't tell me where the loo is, could you?
Second door on the left. I think the doctor's taken rather a shine to you, dear. And I was so worried you two were going to feel like gooseberries with Patrick and me.
That's a terrible scar they've left you with.
Well, it'll soon heal.
Well, I hope your father catches a delinquent responsible.
I'm sure he's working on it.
They have no idea the effect they have on people's lives.
What have you been up to anyway? You still busy with the WI?
Of course. I'm involved in a campaign to help young parents. Healthy eating on a budget.
Sounds good.
Well, my mother taught me well. Mind you, she had no choice bringing her family up during the war.
How do you mean?
Thrift, Jack. It's a dying art. And she was a wise old bird.
I am so sorry about the delay between courses. This is what happens when you're in such good company.
Naughty.
Sorry, Heston, but you can't blame a man for being distracted.
Time and place, Patrick.
Absolutely, I stand corrected.
You're only flesh and blood, aren't you, darling? Arthur was the same. He couldn't take his eyes off me. And then he just disappeared.
What happened to Arthur exactly?
Oh, for goodness sake.
I'll be right back. Is everything all right?
I'm absolutely fine. Please return to the table.
I know how stressful these situations can become.
It's not that.
Then what?
Meryl's ruining everything. She's all over him.
Not exactly subtle, is she?
Patrick's the first man since Thomas. She's so wrong for him. But a man of your eloquence could easily distract her.
Well, hold on a minute.
Meryl's antics have completely lowered the tone. And I promise your assistance will be rewarded.
Really?
My Jabba Sundays are simply heaven.
You are a temptress man.
Let's hope Patrick thinks so.
Let's hope so.
I have to follow my heart, Heston. You will help, won't you?
How are things at Lisa's?
Tense, to say the least.
Oh dear.
It's ironic, isn't it?
What?
We spent all that time urging Daniel to do the right thing, and now he's actually acting responsibly.
Well, you know what may seem like the right thing could actually be the wrong thing for all three of them.
Precisely. You can't force a happy family. We both know that. Anyway, I've been told I'm interfering.
By Daniel?
By Lisa.
Ah, hard not to sometimes though, isn't it? I mean, Liam's partner, Ocean, has some very unconventional ideas about parenting and, well, things came to a head.
What happened?
Got my fingers burnt.
The road to hell, Julia.
No, I'm a firm believer in good intentions.
Me too. To old friends.
To old friends.
Patrick, we must remember to set a date for me to visit you in your villa. Next month is good. Can't wait to lounge by your pool in my new silver bikini.
All four of us could go.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
Well, I'm actually quite busy.
Well, just the two of us then. We wouldn't want Gwen to feel like a gooseberry, would we?
Meryl,
What?
you have lovely hair.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Yeah, this is a glorious colour and very shiny.
Patrick, could you use those big, strong arms of yours to lift a box of wine out of the cupboard for me?
My pleasure.
Do you use a particular conditioner?
No offence, Heston, but you're not really in Patrick's league.
But is he the right man for you?
You'll get over me, darling. Anyway, you're more suited to Gwen.
And as there were 6 pears and a tea, I gave her 6 days in the slammer. And then her husband pipes up. Your Honour, she also stole a tin of peas.
You're making it up.
Would I lie to you?
Patrick, I've got my diary out.
Please excuse me. Shan't be a moment.
Is this really fair?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Is everything all right?
Could you not have kept her away from us for 5 minutes?
I tried, but it's impossible.
I've had more than enough of that woman. There's always a way to deal with women like that.
December, here we are. The second week's good for me. I know you were just being polite earlier, inviting the others. Poor Gwen. Who'd be interested in an old dragon like her?
She's a charming woman and wonderful company. And I don't take kindly to you bad-mouthing at her own table, Meryl.
Would you go and sit down? This recipe is secret.
She's a little overwrought. You can't keep stringing them both along. You have to make a choice.
We'll just say the word, Heston.
Here we are. Enjoy.
Allow me.
Oh, thanks.
How did they get up there?
I don't know. One of the kids must have been up there, I suppose, when they visited. Probably think their mother needs to go on a diet.
Not at all. You look great.
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, come on, you don't need to do that.
Well, I want to. You go and put your feet up and save me some of those, but not the strawberry one.
Okay.
That was exquisite.
Delicious.
Thank you. A unanimous verdict.
Can't breathe.
What's wrong?
What's happening to her?
Call an ambulance. Tell them it's anaphylactic shock. Do you have your medication with you? Shh. There we are.
Oh, do you ever hear from Melody?
Oh, yes, we keep in touch online. Scatty as ever. But she's enjoying herself.
That's fantastic.
Mm.
Well, I've had postcards from Vivian.
Me too. It's wonderful to hear about her and Lionel.
Yeah, I'm so happy for her.
I must write back. She won't be impressed. Dr. Fenton, I do not appreciate lackadaisical correspondence.
Don't be mean.
Lovely to see you laughing.
Oh, well, it's lovely to have you here to make me laugh. You know, sometimes you can have too many nights on your own, can't you? Oh, Joe, I'm so sorry.
Would you like me to come with you in the ambulance?
Perhaps I should come too.
Well, so you can finish me off.
What?
You deliberately fed me nuts. You knew I was allergic.
I did no such thing.
Who else could have done it? You made me leave when you were preparing the dessert.
I wanted to keep my recipes secret.
You could be facing a very serious assault charge.
Patrick, how could you think I could be capable?
Patrick, I'd like to go home now. Will you come back with me?
No, you need to go to St. Phil's. They'll ensure that the reaction has completely stopped. In the meantime, do you think we should call the police?
Don't you dare! This is ridiculous!
Julia, I'm going to bed now.
Okay. Night.
We need to think about this very carefully. There's no evidence to suggest it was deliberate.
Let's go, before she does an Arthur on us.
You don't honestly believe that...
You've seen what she's capable of.
These are the only nuts in the entire house. I can only think that somebody here used them to sabotage one of my Sundays.
You mad old cow.
No!
Where's that ambulance?
It won't be long. Well, let me put this in your bag so you don't forget it. Nutshells? You poisoned yourself?
Meryl!
No. She put them in there.
How could I? That bag hasn't been out of your sight.
Well?
I didn't want Patrick to have anything more to do with her. He is the perfect solution to all my problems. Terry's gone bankrupt, his payments to me have dried up, and, well, my body clock is ticking.
But what about your health?
You were here, and I had my EpiPen.
How can you be so irresponsible?
You've behaved appallingly.
You all have. I was expecting a pleasant, sophisticated dinner party, not a bun fight with all the finesse of a school disco.
Now, just a minute.
I mean, you nearly killed yourself fighting over a man who made a pass at me.
Wait, he's not gay?
He can't be.
I would have been better off at home with a glass of Sancerre and a good book.
Patrick, is it true?
Not too much.
All right, I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
Yes.
I'm worried about Jack. There's something not right with the lad.
I know what's going on with my own kids, thank you very much. There's nothing wrong with our Jack. He's doing fine.
What about that mugging?
Well, that was a knockback, but he's over it now.
No, he's holding back on something, and you need to find out what.
Why don't you mind your own business?
You'll be rid of me soon enough. I'm going to Megan's tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Mark my words, Jack needs your help. I told you there was too much sugar.
Shouldn't be long.
Good.
I should go.
Patrick, we had a connection.
So did we.
Oh, shut up, Meryl. You encouraged me.
Not exactly. I've been pretending for a long time. Force of habit.
Oh, it's not good enough.
Come along.
I'm sorry, Gwen.
You must have realised I had feelings for you. When were you going to tell me the truth?
I don't know. My cab will be here soon.
Just go. I can't bear to look at you.
I feel terrible.
I should think so.
I should have done something about it sooner, but, well, to come out so late, it's embarrassing.
Yes.
I've trapped myself. I have to say, I found your outburst very sexy. What are you doing now? We could, have a quiet drink.
I'm not gay.
Come on. Takes one to know one.
I'm true to myself. You okay?
Of course.
I better be off. What did happen to Arthur?
I'm ashamed to say I gave him food poisoning. Neither fatal nor intentional. After that, he wanted nothing more to do with us. The rest is Merrill's overactive imagination.
I see.
I've had quite enough of false accusations for one night.
I can see that.
Who are you to sit in judgment? You may think you're superior, but you're not that different to me or the others. You're lonely, just like us. Why else would you have come?
I came for the company. Desperation can make fools of us all. Perhaps we should find contentment in being alone.
Oh, I
sorry.
was just gonna...
Well, no, you go first.
No, it's okay, you go.
No, I insist.
Oh, thank you.
Joe, I'm really sorry about last night.
Absolutely no need to apologise. Alcohol has a lot to answer for.
These eggs you want, they're off the menu.
That's my fault, sorry.
But never mind, love. Your mum will fry me some tomatoes with me bacon.
Yeah, because this is the Whistle Stop Cafe.
You have an angel's touch.
You get touched by edges often?
Alas, no.
A story of romance and self